There was a lovely village. In the house at the far corner of the village lived Sir Arthur. He was very old, but there was always a sparkle in his eyes. All the children in the village loved him because he had a solution to every problem. One day, amidst the golden rays of the sun, a little boy named Leo came running towards Sir Arthur's house. Leo was very angry.
"Grandpa, look!
Leo shouted.
Jack broke my favorite boat. I worked so hard to make it. Now I'm going to break his best toy too. I want revenge."
Sir Arthur calmly looked at Leo. He said,
Son, taking revenge is like drinking salty seawater when you're thirsty. You think it will quench your thirst, but it will only make you sicker. But if you really want revenge, I will teach you a special way. But before that, you have to do 3 small tasks for me.
Leo agreed. He thought that Sir Arthur would give him some magical power. Grandpa went inside and brought an old cloth bag. He put a large, heavy stone in it. He slung the bag over Leo's back and said,
You have to carry this bag on your back all day today. Don't take it off.
Leo thought.
This is a very easy task.
He went off to play with the stone, but soon he started having trouble. When he tried to run with his friends, the heavy stone thumped against his back and tired him out. He couldn't sit properly or play properly. By noon, Leo came back to Grandpa.
Grandpa, this stone is so heavy. My back is hurting, and I can't do anything.
Grandpa smiled and said,
Son, anger is just like this stone. When you harbor hatred for someone, the burden is on your own back. Jack is playing happily, but you are ruining your day because of this heavy anger. Do you really want to carry this burden?
Leo understood a little. Then Grandpa gave him a small, shiny purple berry.
Here, try eating this.
Leo thought it would be a sweet fruit. As soon as he put it in his whole mouth filled with bitterness. It was so sour and bitter that Leo immediately spat it out.
Ooh, this is so disgusting, Grandpa.
Grandpa explained lovingly.
Son, when we say nasty things to someone in anger, those words are like this berry. Before they hurt the other person, they make your own mouth and mind taste bitter. The person who gets angry is the first one to suffer.
Leo asked sadly.
But Grandpa, if I stay quiet, everyone will think I'm a coward. They'll say Leo is weak.
Grandpa took him to the village field. There, some older boys were trying to move a very heavy log. They were making noise, pushing each other and shouting, but the log didn't even budge. Just then, a little girl named Genia came there. She didn't make any noise. He calmly took a long stick, wedged it under the stone, and gently applied pressure. In no time, the heavy log moved. Grandpa said,
See, Leo? True strength isn't in shouting or fighting. True strength lies in keeping your mind calm and finding the right solution. The person who can control their anger is the strongest person in the world.
The sun was about to set. Leo took the heavy stone off his back and threw it away. He felt as if he could fly with wings. His heart felt light. Then Sir Arthur gave him some wood glue and said,
Now go and tell Jack that you want to fix your boat, and you need his help.
Leo hesitantly went to Jack. Jack thought Leo had come to fight, so he also stood up angrily. But when Leo said kindly,
Jack, will you help me fix my boat?
Jack's eyes filled with tears. He realized his mistake and felt very bad. The two boys worked together all evening. Jack made the boat even more beautiful with the paints he had. Now Leo had an even better boat than before and a true friend too. Leo and Jack's friendship had by now become a legend. Sir Arthur would feel a sense of joy whenever he saw them laughing heartily from a distance. However, a few days later, an annual boat race was organized in the village. This race was to take place in the village's swiftest flowing river. Leo and Jack had worked together to build a large boat. The race began. Just then, an incident occurred that put the lessons taught by Sir Arthur to their ultimate test. Midway through the race, Toby, the most mischievous boy in the village, deliberately rammed his boat into Leo's. The collision was so forceful that a section of Leo's boat broke off, and it began to sink. Laughing, Toby sped ahead. For a fleeting moment, Leo felt his old anger resurface. He recalled just how agonizing that heavy stone had been. But then, he noticed that further ahead, Toby's boat had become trapped in a powerful whirlpool. Toby's boat crashed into a pillar of an old wooden bridge. Toby was terrified. He was screaming for help, but his boat remained stuck amidst the river's fierce currents. The villagers shouted instructions from the riverbank, yet no one could muster the courage to venture close to the raging waves. Leo looked at Jack. Jack said,
Leo, he smashed our boat. He deserves to be punished.
Leo recalled Sir Arthur's words.
True strength lies in keeping one's mind calm and finding the right path.
Leo shouted back.
No, Jack! If we don't help him today, the bitterness in our hearts will become even more acrid than that bitter berry.
With every ounce of their strength, Leo and Jack steered their half-submerged boat toward Toby. He pulled his boat close to Toby's.
Toby, give me your hand.
Leo shouted. The moment Toby leaped and grabbed hold of Leo's boat, the old bridge crashed down into the water. Had there been even a split second's delay, Toby would have been buried beneath the wreckage. When they reached the safety of the shore, the entire village erupted in applause. Toby, who had always looked down on others, stood there today with his head bowed, weeping. He touched Sir Arthur's feet and embraced Leo. Sir Arthur stepped forward, placed a hand on Leo's shoulder and said,
My son, today you saved not only your boat but also a human life, and indeed, the goodness within a human heart. Hatred cannot be mended with hatred. It can only be healed by the binding force of love.
This story teaches us, harboring anger and hatred is akin to carrying a heavy stone upon one's own back, a burden that serves only to exhaust and distress us. Uttering bitter words taints our own mind and character before it ever affects the person on the receiving end. True heroism lies not in making a commotion or seeking revenge, but rather in remaining calm amidst adversity and choosing the righteous path.